guys how to make an amazing macaron. So I don't know how this is gonna work because I've always failed making macarons, so we'll see how this goes. And I'm gonna be using my Rosanna Pantene cookbook, so let's get into the video. So the ingredients you'll need will be 3/4 a cup of powdered sugar, 1/4 a cup of granulated sugar, a pinch of salt, some pink gel food dye, or any color you want, and 2 tablespoons of almond meal, but I don't have any, so I'm using 1.5 tablespoons of flour, which also works, just use a little bit less. I'm using cream cheese frosting, or you can make your own. You can't see it, but I have a 1/4 teaspoon of raspberry extract or strawberry, and 2 egg whites. So here we go. So now we are going to grab our 2 large egg whites, put them in a large bowl, and we are going to beat them with an electric mixer until they are all thickened properly. So I will do that real quick. This could take a while. Okay, so here we have our eggs, and we are going to mix in our strawberry extract, raspberry extract. I'm using raspberry. You can use strawberry though. And our food dye. Just use a couple drops, whatever you think is good. You don't have to use pink, but since it's gonna be strawberry, raspberry, you can use pink. And then a pinch of salt. That works. And now we're just gonna fold it together. This does not smell the greatest. Well, the extract smells great, and the eggs smell awful. That's how I make the smell of eggs, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit more food dye because this isn't very overpowering. Not at all. So I'm actually gonna real quick grab a darker one, so I'll be right back. So we have a darker pink here. Let's try this. This should probably color it a bit better. Try that. Oh, that is perfect and bright. Just gonna mix it well. Okay, here is my mixture. Put back on the lid. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use my spatula and fold in 1/3 of my flour and powdered sugar mixture. So we're just gonna eyeball it from that much. So folding is where you do this and just fold it over. Fold it over. Go from the bottom, fold over. Scrape the sides, fold it over. There's a little bit of ketchup down the handle. Okay, looks great. Here's my mixture. It is a bright, pretty pink. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna repeat 2 more times. So here is my mixture. Now we're going to add in the granulated sugar, and we're going to beat it until we see any stiff peaks. Okay, so we finished mixing it all up. Now we're going to grab a piping bag. You can use a plastic bag, but a piping bag should work a bit better. Make sure your hands are clean. We're going to put it in a cup so that way it'll be more firm. Wrap it around like so. So it's like this. Hold. Now we're gonna real quick grab a spoon up from here. That one has a hole in it. We have a different spoon. Okay, and we're gonna slowly pour this in. Don't know how many cookies this is gonna make, but you know. gosh, they don't smell good at all because of the egg. All right, now I got this in here. Now we're gonna grab a twisty tie. Now we're gonna find a twisty tie. You know what, I can't find one, that's okay. So, I'm gonna grab this. And I will meet you guys at the stove. Okay, so here I have a pan that has parchment paper on it. And here we have this. Going to cut off the tip. And we're gonna just blob little circles on. That's a way too small hole. Make it a bit bigger. Let's try again. I'm gonna just keep on doing this. Try not to get any air bubbles. Now you can use a cookie cutter and get it perfect sizing, and I know I won't, but that's okay. It should be fine. And oh my goodness, these are perfect circles. No, they're not. Okay. Whatsoever. That's okay. They don't need to be perfect. I mean, it's better when they're perfect, but they don't need to be. Alright, so I didn't use up all the batter. That's okay. Let me just put this here and I will see you in a second. Okay, so now here we have them. Now we're going to tap, get rid of any air bubbles, and we're going to let this sit for 30 minutes. And while that's doing that, I'm going to clean up this mess right here. So, here we go. So they are sitting right there for 30 minutes. I did one more pan. And so now we're going to work on the frosting. I'm not just going to be using the cream cheese frosting. I'm going to be adding to it. So, in this bowl, open it first. Perfect. I am going to mix together some of my cream cheese frosting. You can use any frosting you want. I love cream cheese frosting. That's why I'm using this. Just enough to where I'm just going to do the whole thing. If I have extra, I won't mind. I would gladly figure something out. I'll probably make cupcakes with the extra, if there's any extra. Maybe. I don't think so. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, I'm just gonna put this whole thing in there. And it's taking forever, but you know, it's okay. Ooh. Pretty good. Okay. Now, wash my hands real quick. Alright, we got that. Now we're going to add a little bit of blue dye. You don't have to use blue, I'm just using blue. You can use any color you want. That goes good with pink. And I still have frosting on my fingers. Wow. Obviously, I'm not very good at washing hands, but anyways. Put in a little bit of blue dye. Pretty. Now I'm going to add in some whip. Just to make it a bit more creamy. By the way, I'm adding a lot. I realize this. Okay. And now I'm going to use my mixture, and we're just going to beat this together. So, see you in a sec. Okay, so here's my frosting. It's a bit more greenish, bluish, but here it is. Now we're going to put it into a piping bag. So, let's put it in the piping bag. This is going to get messy because I am messy. Very bad at doing this kind of stuff. Now you guys could easily make your own frosting. I'm just not wanting to today, so. Okay. Got this. And obviously there's plenty extra. Now I'm just gonna place this in the fridge until they are done. So I will see you guys in a second. Okay, so now we're gonna place them in the oven at 325 because they've sat for 30 minutes. The frosting's in the fridge. And we're gonna put them in here for about 16 minutes. I'll start with 13. Just a second. And I will see you guys when this is all done. Okay. Okay, so here I have my cookies, and we're going to cut off the tip of the bag. Put in the frosting. Okay. Put on the other half. And then you're going to do this into the rest of your cookies. I have one more pan in the oven, but I just finished this pan. Although a lot of people already ate them, but that's okay. So here they are. This one isn't very pretty, but that's okay. And I'm about to try it. Pretty good. They are very sweet. If you have a less sweet frosting, that will help with the sweetness level. But these are really good. Y'all, so that is it for the video today. And if I were you, I have to wash my hands. I would suggest spraying on top of the parchment paper. These were a bit stickier than I thought. They were a bit hard to get off. But other than that, I really like them, and I suggest doubling the recipe. It only made a couple for me. Looks like it made much more than it did, but 2 cookies is 1, and a couple of them fell apart. So these will be macaron toast. Only 4 people ate them, and there's only 5 cookies left. So also, the recipe says you should get a cookie cutter and put the dough in there so it's a perfect circle. Yes, please do that. I thought it'd be fine. I knew they wouldn't be perfect circles, but these are just sad by the looks of them. They aren't very appetizing. This is my best one left. That one's pretty good. This one's pretty sad. This one is even more sad. So yeah, if I were you, I just suggest doubling the recipe if you want a lot of cookies, and using a less sweet frosting, and using cookie cutters. That's it for that. Yeah, they are delicious. So, bye y'all, have a great day.